defining branch creates the asymmetry, okay? So if we were to pull this branch and shorten this branch back, this could become our defining branch. We decided we're going to go ahead and push this to the far degree. So currently, this is going to be our defining branch. We're going to set the tone and style, size of pad, width of pad, the way that we break up the pads right here, right now. And this is going to carry through the rest of the tree to inform every decision we make after this, all right? This is, when we talk about bonsai design, we talk so much about the apex, the apex, the apex, the apex. The apex is so tough. The apex is so difficult. I don't know how to style apexes. I've got to improve on apexes. Yes, this is true. We all need to improve on our apexes. But if we're talking about bonsai on a higher level, what we need to spend more time with is dictating the style on the defining branch. And this is what took Mr. Kimura. If it took him 6 hours to wire a tree, 2 to 3 hours of that were spent on this branch. Fly through the rest of the tree, right? If I'm going to be exploring a new aesthetic, I'm going to spend half my time on the structure, and then I'm going to spend another 30% of my time on this defining branch. And what that means is the last portion of the tree you fly through because the structure is where it needs to be, the style is already set on the defining branch, and all of a sudden, all of this becomes very clear based on the time you've spent in these other components of the tree. This is an important aspect of bonsai. And this comes back to that idea of process. What do we see the least of? What do we know the least of? And what is most valuable to our bonsai practice? Process, 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 process. One of the things about my apprenticeship, one of the things about the way that we practice at Mirai, and one of the things that we teach on Mirai Live is process. Because if you don't know the process, how do you handle a tree like this? This would be impossible. If I didn't just set that whole structure, if I didn't create that concept, if I hadn't cleaning, concept, structure,